In this video help, we're going to be covering the payment report. Now, as a recap, in the booking screen, you book all rentals on the billing portal. You print a billing invoice based on the items that you put in there, and then you take a payment. Now, the payment is also taken on the tab for payment on the booking report, and at the end of the booking report, you would, if needed, review the payment report to see what payments were taken. Now, on the billing report, you created the actual payment in the payment report tab. On this screen, what we're going to be doing is looking at the outcome from that. When you open up this screen, all of the payments that have been taken would be listed in here. So maybe if you wanted to look at a period of time where the say, like, for example, at the end of the day, for example, you wanted to see what payments were taken in and the total amount of revenue that was taken in for the day. Or you could do that for any period of time, 1 day, a week, a month, 6 months, a quarter, whatever. You would summarize it in the report, seeing all the items that were paid for and the summary total of the amount of money that was taken in during that period of time. You can also look at an individual and look at a different period of time, for example, 1 day, week, month, and look at what that particular customer paid during a period of time. If you do that, then you can use the summarized report for the individual in conjunction with a billing report to have a statement and a payment report of those items that were paid for if a client needed that information or you wanted to provide a billing report and a payment report to show the payments that were outstanding to a client. This is normally done if you have a business that comes in on an ongoing basis and then they want to have a monthly report of their amount of money owed. You would take a billing report and a payment report and send it to them showing their outstanding balances. Okay, let's do an actual find. What we're going to do is we're going to try to, well, use it as an example. We're going to go ahead and try to find all the payments made by Ben Franklin. Even though they're on this screen, we want to reduce it down to just Ben Franklin. The way you would do that is you would click the find, and then you would go ahead and pick the name, and in this case, Ben Franklin. If you did want to do a date period, you could always bring in and put the formula in for either a date or a date range to show the dates and date ranges for this gentleman. So let's go ahead and say perform the find, and as in the billing report, it'll come up with the information, and then you would click the run report to put the header on it that shows how it was sorted to make the report complete. And in this case, what it does is it shows the summary for the individual records and the total for the report. Now, if you were doing a long series of information, the final report summary would be on the last page at the last item, and it would summarize all the items for those items in the report. It's a good idea to keep the check number and or the last four of the credit card, the last four of a check and or the last four of the credit card for reference when you're taking your check statements and billing statements from the bank. You can go ahead and check each one of these items off as that they were paid and make sure that you did receive that information from the bank showing that each item was reconciled. This is the last item you would have to do in this report as far as reconciliation. Thank you for taking this video.